Alright, what's going on guys? It's GSR here. So basically I wanted to teach you guys how you can actually beat Shang Tsung's Burning Evil string, aka his 4-2-4 2 string that leaves him +4 on block. If you flawless block it, he's -6 on block. And I wanted to show you guys how you can actually beat this as Kung Lao, right? So we're gonna have Shang Tsung actually just go for the string. Keep in mind his 4-2 starts up at 17 frames, so it's kind of slow. It is a mid, has pretty decent range on it. As you can clearly see, I made him -2 on block. Now in total he is -3, so he could definitely go for an Nabare on you, depending on what you throw out. But if you space it out correctly like this, he becomes -1 instead of -2, which means that he has a good amount of space right here. He could go for his down 1, which starts up at 7 frames, which means that if you do 7 plus -1, that would be an 8 frame normal and stuff like that. He might try to backdash, or he might try to challenge you or something like that, depending on what you throw out. Now when he goes for his 4-2-4, the reason why he's probably going to go for this is because of the spacing, as you can clearly see here. So I'm going to have Kung Lao actually crouch and shit like that, and as you can clearly see, there is a good amount of space to where he could possibly backdash and stuff like that. So keep that in mind. The character is -11 on block, so him taking the risk of backdashing, he might be committing suicide. So he might want to be careful in that, right? So I'm gonna have Shang Tsung just do it like right here, and I'm gonna have him backdash. So Kung Lao, he can go for his 4-2, right? Just like that. See that? So as you can clearly see, easy crushing blows is off. So if I know that you're just gonna, you know, go for that and that's it, and you try to backdash or press a button, this is what's gonna happen. And then Kung Lao can obviously get himself a punish and then, you know, do whatever the hell he wants to do to Shang Tsung, right? So your 4-2 is the staple here, pretty much, because it will prevent Shang Tsung from doing certain actions such as this, and this will allow Kung Lao to set up his orbiting hat or like his teleport, or he can cash out on damage to charge his crushing blow for his dive kick. You know what I'm saying? So you guys get the idea with that, right? Now this is when the mind game gets a little bit more advanced, right? Because now he could take it upon himself to do this, right? But before I get to that, the reason why he's going to do that is because he has a flawless block gap in the last hit, right? And he is +4 in block to where he can challenge you depending on what you throw out. So just keep that in mind. He will fuck you up in the corner if he manages to get this on you, because you're going to have no choice but to respect. Or you could try to flawless block him, right? So I blocked this as Kung Lao, right? And I know there's a flawless block gap in it. Now, if I flawless block it, right, the character is -6 on block, right? Okay, cool. So I can't actually punish him without going for an up 2, right? As you guys can clearly see here, I go for an up 2, and then I get whatever punish I want, and then I can fuck Shang Tsung shit up, right? I can go for a setup, cash out on damage, etc., right? So since I know this, obviously I'm not going to go for my up 3, because why do that when I can actually get a combo on this character very easily, and then do whatever the hell I want to do, and then, you know, extend my combo from there and make it a lot bigger, right? So Shang Tsung has to take this under consideration that Kung Lao can do something like this, right? So he's like, okay, all right, I see how it is, motherfucker, right? And then all of a sudden he does this. So Kung Lao does not really have good range to deal with characters that can space him out really well. It is possible for him to dash up and pressure, right? Now what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to see if I can punish him with an instant air dive kick, which is going to be really hard to do, right? So as you can clearly see, it's not going to work. So I'm going to go for my fatal blow. As you can clearly see, it did not act as a punish, right? So I'm pressing it immediately as a reversal, and it's not coming out, right? Even if I go for my back 4-2, it doesn't have the frame data to deal with the fact that he's -16 on block, right? So there is a flawless block gap in the second hit that leaves Shang Tsung like -20 something, I think. So you're gonna have to time this correctly, just like this, and he's -21. Now you're gonna have to dash up really quickly in order to hit Shang Tsung with Kung Lao's 4-2. But the thing is that you got to be like on point, right? So the good thing about this is that you don't have to worry about this, because it's very difficult to get, right? See that? It's very difficult to get. So what Kung Lao can do, right, is he could use his 4-2 right here, right? And you have to time it correctly, but once you time it correctly, you can actually hit Shang Tsung out of this, and look what happens. And he ends up getting punished for doing this, and this causes a problem for him, because since you know about this, he's going to have to be very careful doing one of his main strings against this character. Now this is different for every other character in the game, but for Kung Lao this is really good for him, because he can get a crushing blow on Shang Tsung very easily just by doing this. As you can clearly see here, he can go for a reset, or you know, he could take it upon himself to do like a combo and shit like that on this character, and then, you know, fuck his shit up and whatever the case may be, right? So obviously Shang Tsung's probably going to stagger and catch you off guard and then throw you just like this and gain some health, or he might try to charge with this, you know, not his crushing blow, because I forgot that his crushing blow is different. But what he's going to do here is that he's going to call out that move, which is his ground eruption. Reason why is because if you let go of block, guess what you're doing? You're trying to flawless block. So when you let go of block, this is what happens, and then he could pop you up into the air for a combo and then steal your soul to get extra damage, and fuck your shit up with your own character. Or he might take it upon himself just to knock you far away so he can start up his annoying zoning game again. So, you know, that's pretty much what Shang Tsung will pretty much do to you, right? Now, if he has access to his fatal blow, more than likely would get hit. Now, he could go for his 4-2, you know, 4-3 string that has no flawless back gap in it, and he's -5 on block. So Kung Lao can go for his 4-1 that starts up at 10 frames, because if he goes for like a down 1, that's not going to work out. If he goes for anything else, that's not going to work out. He could flawless block Kung Lao if he makes the correct read. Problem is that Kung Lao's playstyle is very different from other characters to a certain degree, where he can throw you a lot, and that can prevent you from going for a flawless block situation on this character, right? So you have to actually think about that as well. Right, so the thing is that if he manages to hit you with like the last hit of this string, right, Shang Tsung knocks you far away, right? If he hits you with the string, right, like AKA like the last hit, he's in the correct range to zone you, or he can take it upon himself to go for this situation right here. So I'm just gonna switch over to Shang Tsung real quick, and then I'm gonna have Kung Lao actually just block. So say for example he hits you and he's like at this distance, he's in the correct range for his zoning. He has a really long range special move, which is a back 4-2, so you might want to be careful with that, but he can go directly for his plus situation if you're respected. Right now, obviously you're not going to neutral crouch. Reason why is because the character has a ground eruption at this range that possibly will catch you off guard, right? So if he moves up just a little bit, right, after knocking you far away, he can move up a little bit and then do this. Then on top of that, he has a high mid mind game right here to where he can go for his forward 4, and he's plus on block, which means that he's probably going to go for a standing 1, or he might go for his back 3 that starts up at what, 10 frames. So what was he on block? +5. So if you do the frame data for that, this is a 5 frame normal now, right? Which is very scary, because now he can put you into a combo. He can create a 50-50 situation out of this as well, and you don't know whether or not he's going to stagger and space you out just like that, because when he goes for his back 3, he can space you out really well with this. And if you try to press a button because you think he's going to stagger, right, and you're trying to chase him down with a 4-2, he could easily hit you with something like this and stand you up. Then he could back up possibly, or he might pressure you because you might end up respecting his hit advantage. So if I was to hit you with like this, right, 11 frames of hit advantage, which is not bad at all. If I was just to do it straight up like this, see that? So this character has some pretty good stuff here that he can create a good mind game with. Now obviously you're probably going to neutral crouch, and this will allow Shang Tsung to possibly dash up. Like he could be like at this distance and he'll dash up a little bit, and then he'll hit you with this. Keep in mind his forward 3 and his forward 4 kind of have like the same running animation, so this one's a lot shorter, but the way to tell is you can see not Kung Lao, but you can see Shang Tsung kind of like dive in a little bit, like he's doing like a Naruto run, right? See that? See how he like leans in a little bit? You can tell the difference, right? And if you see Shang Tsung do this at like this range right here, just know he's probably trying to go for his plus situation. But if he's like right here, you have to deal with that mind game, right? And then he can, he can obviously do this, dash up, throw you, possibly go for his low, stagger you, or he could back up after hitting you with this, just like this, and start his zoning game up and be super annoying. And if you try to get up and disrespect or whatever, he can hit you with a ground eruption or whatnot. And you guys get the idea here. So I think this is everything that I want to talk about with Shang Tsung's Burning Evil string. He has certain things that can complement it, because if you flawless block him, that's when the mind games start, because I think the Shang Tsung player is gonna see if you know about it, and if you're so focused on flawless blocking, which most people will be, right, because they think you're gonna commit into the plus situation, this is gonna cause a problem, because he could stagger his 4-2, he could just commit into the 4-2-4, and that's it. And then he backdashes and whip punishes you because there is space right there, and you have to know his frame data on this string. You have to know know for a fact what he's going to do. And keep in mind, this is his best far-reaching normal, which is his 4-2. So if you see it coming, you can flawless block it, or you can punish him just with a regular normal and stuff if you predict he's going to go for his 4-2 at this range right here. Like I said, he can commit into his 4-2, 4-3 string very easily. Just very easily, just like this, and knock you down or knock you away to where it sets up his zoning, like I said, in his plus situation and his mid. And be careful, because he might go for his fatal blow depending on what the situation looks like as well. And like I said, he could stagger, man. Like he could stagger this 4-2 and go for an Abare possibly on you. And he just has some decent options here to cause a serious mind game, but he has to take into consideration that Kung Lao can actually do something like this. So he's going to have to create a really good mind game. Now, obviously, if the opponent is very experienced with Shang Tsung, they're probably going to take it upon themselves to see if you know how to flawless block this. And if you don't flawless block it, they'll probably keep doing it. And a good mind game that you could play is don't flawless block it. And then when they least expect it, you flawless block them. And then that's going to create a mind game. But then again, you could just flawless block them like right there. And then they'll probably think to themselves, oh shit, he knows about this matchup. He knows certain shit about Shang Tsung and stuff like that. So I think that's pretty much everything that I want to talk about with this particular situation. One more thing that I want to show you guys, though, is that if you guys are wondering if you can go for a fatal blow, as you can clearly see here, right, it's not working out, right? So now I'm going to go for the full string, and we're going to see if you can fatal blow. It's not working out. So if you were stuck into the corner, Shang Tsung could easily get a combo on you. He might be able to get a combo on you right there. I'm not too sure, but that's pretty much it. Let me know how you guys feel about this in the comment section down below. With that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.